Former President Trump sparring with reporters at the National Association of Black Journalists convention. Take a look.
You've attacked black journalists, calling them a loser, saying the questions that they ask are, quote, stupid and racist. Why should black voters trust you?
I don't think I've ever been asked a question in such a horrible manner. First question. I love the black population of this country. I've done so much for the black population of this country. Employment, including opportunity zones. Historically, black colleges and universities were out of money. They were stone cold broke, and I saved them. I have answered the question.
Trust you with another
I have
4
been
years.
the best president for the black population since Abraham Lincoln. That's my answer.
Here to react, Jack Brewer, chairman of the Jack Brewer Foundation and a civil rights commissioner. Jack, lots of diverging opinions on Trump's decision to go there and, of course, what we ultimately saw from there. Some people saying bad strategy to go in there. You knew you were going to get questions like that. Others saying, boy, it shows he will fight anytime, anywhere for the American people. What camp are you in?
No doubt. They didn't tell him to meet him after school for the fight. They jumped him. And so I think President Trump sparred back the way that he should have. You know, it's really sad when you start to look at what's going on. You know, President Trump brought up a great point. You know, I'm a father of 4 kids. My kids are mixed. 3 of my kids are mixed. And so my wife is half Middle Eastern. And my kid, and she's half white. Excuse me, she's half white. So they're a quarter Middle Eastern. I'm 50% black. My kids consider themselves black. And so to come in and say that race only matters when we want it to matter, so that you can go around and be an Indian woman for your entire political career, but then all of a sudden you want to pander to black people. Well, folks aren't going to just take that. Donald Trump was right about standing up for what he saw, like the rest of the country saw. I just watched the CNN special coming here that was bragging about Kamala Harris being the first Indian American vice president. They ran specials about that. And so why can't this man say that? And so I thought he was dead on. I think that's the reason why Kamala Harris didn't show up herself. Remember, Trump came there with the thought and the understanding that Kamala was also going to be there, and she wasn't. So I think time and time again, the American people are seeing that Donald Trump is consistent. He tells you how he feels. He doesn't sugarcoat it, and he's not going to pander to the race game. He knows his track record on African-American rights. He knows his track record with policies that are really helping the black people, and that means jobs. That means real freedom, criminal justice reform, the First Step Act. He let out over 10,000 black men from prison. Kamala Harris locked up thousands of black men. There's nothing that they can do to run from the real record of what Kamala Harris has done and what President Trump has done for African Americans.
I think there were some real interesting answers outside a Trump rally yesterday when our own Fox crew spoke to some black Americans. Let's take a look.
As far as I've seen, she's not winning, not the black vote at all. She's not. Now, for what I see, black women, yes. Black men, no.
That is. So there are 2 things. It's a silent vote for Trump, and it's a silent no vote. So that's what you will see. She won't get the numbers that they perceive that she will. It's either going to be a black vote for Trump or it's going to be a no vote.
And that's out of frustration.
And that's out of frustration. That's out of disappointment. But black people can only blame themselves because you keep listening to these Democrats decade after decade that only show up in your neighborhood eating chicken and with hot sauce when it's time for election.
Your overall reaction to what you heard there, specifically the comment from the gentleman that black men are just not energized by the Kamala Harris election, and black men are really, really going for President Trump. Because, Jack, I got a tinge of that in your first answer to me, and I'm wondering how big a force is this right now?
It's a huge force. People can't even understand that because they can't comprehend the why, right? You know, Barack Obama came in, he got huge support from black men. Kamala Harris can't do that. Why? Because throughout her history, she has been a terror to black men. I mean, if you look at who she locked up and how she locked them up, and now to look back and to see that she's so liberal on immigration, right? If you're a legal immigrant, she pushes to let you out of jail. And then now you look back at her record when she was Attorney General, she locked black men up. And so what? If I'm a legal immigrant, that you want to show me favor, but if I'm a black man, you want to lock me up? Of course you're not going to get the black vote. We see through that. We see through the race baiting. You can't come every 4 years and try to appease black folks and think think that we're going to support you. I think it's going to be a failed effort. I think the more that Kamala Harris speaks, the more you're going to see pushback against who she really is. We need her to speak. We need her to talk. They're going to try to keep her in the basement like Joe Biden. They're never going to go front and center like they did with President Trump, at getting asked questions and not having a script in front of you to read from. I think that's the biggest difference, Todd.
I think you're right to be concerned about basement strategy 2.0. It's just a different type, because keep in mind, it's been 11 days since she, for all intents and purposes, became the nominee, right?
That's right.
We still don't have a press conference with real questions. We have these beautiful flowing Zoom meetings, and we have these beautiful flowing rallies, but nobody's pressing her. And that's what she needs to be pressed. I'm so fascinated by the black male vote. The next 3 months are going to be fascinating to see if, one, black males turn out for Trump, but two, if young males, black and white, 18 to 29, register to vote so that they can vote for Donald Trump or Kamala Harris. Jack Brewer, I'd vote for you. You know I love you.
I love you too,
You are on
brother.
my favorite team, the New York Football Giants.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.